Today, a delicious Nduja and Mascarpone Linguine. So let's do it. So to make this amazing pasta dish, we start with an onion. So take a really sharp knife and you want to chop your onion in half, remove the skins, and you want to dice up the onion into nice big chunks. At this point, quickly pop on your oven and preheat to 180 degrees. And then we want a bulb of garlic. You want to take about 4 to 6 cloves and then just chop off the little end bit and give them a quick crush with the back of a knife, but do not remove the skins. So pop your garlic cloves to one side with the onion, and then you want to pop a frying pan onto the hob, turn the heat up fairly high, and add a nice splash of olive oil. The first ingredient to go in is our onion. You want to give that a good season, and then we want some cherry tomatoes. Keep the cherry tomatoes whole and throw them into the pan with the onion. Lastly, chuck in your garlic cloves, and you want to fry these off on the hob for about 5 to 10 minutes just to get some heat into them before we go into the oven. After about 5-10 minutes or so, transfer the pan into the oven, and then we want to roast these off for about 35 to 40 minutes, give or take. And then take the pan out of the oven and stick it back onto the hob. Once the pan is on the hob, you want to remove the skins from the garlic, turn the heat between medium and high, and then we want a fresh lemon. Add a really nice squeeze of the lemon juice, and then the next ingredient, the star of the show, we want some lovely spicy Nduja paste. Add a couple of tablespoons of your Nduja paste, and you want to roast everything off on the hob for about 5 to 10 minutes. While you've got a bit of time, you want to get your blender ready. Once you've fried off your Nduja with the roasted vegetables, you want to pop that into a blender and then blitz it up for a few minutes until it's nice and smooth. And then we want to go in with our mascarpone cheese. Add a couple of tablespoons of the mascarpone, also add a little splash of olive oil, and then give that a blend for a few minutes. And we want it to be beautiful, vibrant and orange in colour. Give it a quick taste for seasoning and add a nice pinch of salt. Blend it up for another few moments until it's really nice and thick and smooth. Now the sauce is ready, we're going to cook our pasta. So pop a saucepan onto the hob, fill it up with water, bring that up to the boil, and add a nice generous amount of salt. We want the water as salty as the sea to properly season our pasta. And today we're using dried linguine, so chuck that into the pan, and you want to cook your pasta for about 2 minutes less than it says on the packet. While the pasta's cooking, we want to prepare some herbs. So take a nice handful of some fresh parsley and a handful of some basil. Chop the herbs up really nice and fine, and then stick them to one side ready to go. At this point, the pasta should be about ready, and before we cook our pasta in the sauce, you want to remove some of that beautiful starchy pasta water. And then we want to take a high-walled frying pan, stick the pasta to one side, and throw it into the saucepan. Add a nice few tablespoons of your sauce, and then give the pasta a really good tossing up in the pan. Add a nice splash of the pasta water, give it another really good mix. Cook this out for about a minute to a minute and a half until the sauce is beautifully emulsified, thick, rich and delicious. And then we're ready to serve. Finish with a sprinkle of your herbs and a touch of Parmesan cheese. All that's left to do is to get stuck in, and I'll see you next time.